Today we are going to build the most sensational synergy team you have ever seen for Agent Venom. Alright, what is going on, my dudes? Welcome back to the next installment of Sensational Synergies, Super Synergy. This one is for Agent Venom. This is one I am so excited for. Probably my favorite one I've done of these, man, because this is just absolutely bonkers stuff we're about to look at today. So, if you did not know, Agent Venom just got a new synergy with Scorpion. And that one looks like... okay. Got him! When inflicting the opponent with bleed, also inflict an incinerate debuff, reducing block proficiency by 50% and dealing 220% of attack and energy damage over 4 seconds. Now, that synergy goes really well with this synergy with Kraven. Right over here, check it out. On critical hits or when the opponent fails to evade, inflict a bleed debuff, dealing 50% of attack in direct damage over 4 seconds. So, when you crit, you bleed, and when you bleed, you incinerate, okay? Not even to mention there's also other synergies here. There's like perfect block. Oh, there we go. That one's not broken. Now, this is your main trio here, okay? For this sensational synergy. This is the main trio. Now, in this video, we're going to be running the Suicide Masteries, okay? So, if you don't know, Agent Venom has a 70% chance to shrug off debuffs. Check out this synergy right here with Agent Venom, okay? Gain 10% power anytime a debuff is purified. This synergy is also nice for anti-venom, makes him hit that much harder, which is really, really, really nice, man, okay? Now, for your 5th slot, if you are using like this team for actual questing, in my opinion, the best champion to bring is Spidey 2099, because you have a great synergy for Spidey here that you can't read, and also, of course, the amazing Spidey synergy with Anti-Venom also gives Anti-Venom a nice synergy as well. But for the purpose of this video and this video alone, we are actually going to be bringing in the one, the only Symbiote Supreme to make those bleed debuff effects go up by 20%, okay? Also has a good synergy for Symbiote Supreme, and also he's the only Mystic on the team here, okay? So this team right here is absolutely freaking nuts, man, for Agent Venom. Absolutely insane how crazy this team makes Agent Venom. It's like seriously like blowing my mind, man. Like if I get Kraven and Scorpion, I will be ranking up my Agent Venom. That's how good it is. So let's jump into it today with the one, the only, that's like the 3rd time I've said that so far in only 3 minutes, Winter Soldier. I feel like we haven't fought this guy for so long because he has like so much health and he's so passive that these fights usually end up kind of sucking. But guess what, man? The health pool doesn't even matter here. Check it out. Shrug off both of our debuffs, and look at that. One combo in, we are at a full bar of power with no debuffs on us. 2 5-hit combos, and Winter Soldier is down to 75% health. Now we're going to be chaining our special ones. Check it out right here. Holy crap, dude. 1 special 1 and Winter Soldier is down to 50% health. That is 275,000 health done in about 30 seconds, okay? 1 more special 1 here. Dude, we're 32 hits into the fight. Keep in mind the special 1 has 69,420 hits, so the hit counter is actually inflated here. So this 45 hits is really like gonna feel like 25, 30 hits because of how many hits are on that special 1. 69,420 is a lot of hits, okay? So look at that, man. 5 bleeds, 5 incinerates. You have the extended bleed synergy with Symbiote Supreme here, making last a little bit longer, plus we have deep wounds on. Holy crap, dude. That was like literally less than 60 seconds, absolutely flushed right down the toilet, and all of the champions required for this are very good and fill their own particular niche. Now, that was Winter Soldier, right? The next video I'm about to show you is kind of nuts, man. It's kind of nuts. So it's like, okay, cool, so we can do it against Winter Soldier. This is Biohazard and Tunnel Vision in 6.4.1. This isn't like, oh, a good little generic lane. No, this is like specific as hell, man. Like you want someone bleed immune, preferably bleed and poison immune, preferably somebody who can also counter tunnel vision or be prepared to, you know, really fight around that. We're going to use all this crap to our advantage, man. The anti-venom synergy, I feel, is so underrated for Agent Venom. And I'm going to show you why here. Okay? So let's just watch it. Already, we're almost out of full bar power. One special one. Look at what we're doing. We're using it to build power without hitting him. 2 bleeds, gone. Vulture, gone. Dead. That's insane, dude. That is so freaking cool, man. That is so cool. Guys, it's Agent Venom doing this. It is Agent Venom. And I know, I already know someone in the comments is going to be like, oh, well, it's a rank 3 with suicides. Of course it's good. No, that's not how it works, man. That's not how it works. There are so many rank 3s with suicides that are awful. That are just so bad, man. The fact that he's just rinsing this stuff, man. Rinsing is nuts. His damage per second here is like higher than most champions in the game. That right there, who would do it? I want to know, like, who would do it faster. I feel like maybe Horseman Archangel with good RNG could do it faster, but I'm not convinced. If you get good RNG with Agent Venom here, his damage per second is literally insane, dude. Like right here, not good damage, not good RNG, right? Look at that. We went the whole combo, none of these things. But look, dude, 7 bleeds, 7 incinerates, 1 special 1, and he's dead. Of course, he ends at 1% health, but like, what? What is that, man? Now, up next is Vulture, okay? Vulture is immune to Incinerate. Now, Agent Venom was like decent just with Kraven, right? So this fight kind of turns into that. However, on Biohazard, not ideal, right? Because, you know, like I said, only a 70% chance to shrug stuff off, which is a very high chance. I feel like there's some merit in bringing along, like, White Magneto, increase that 70% chance up. He's a hero, right? Is he a hero? Not even entirely sure. If he's a hero, that'll take that, it multiplies the ability actually by 10%, right? So that's 70%, 10% of that, 7%, it'll make it 77%, rounded up to 80%, right? So that's a better chance to shrug stuff off, but still, you know, the whole thing is like, yeah, we killed them so fast with both debuffs. We're taking some biohazard damage here from Vulture for sure. And not just the biohazard damage, we're also taking extra recoil damage. This fight has lasted literally over 3 times how long the first 3 fights have lasted. So yeah, Incinerate immune champs, you lose out some of the magic. Bleed immune champs, you lose out all the magic because you need to bleed to place the Incinerate, right? You also have an Incinerate on special too, but that's not influenced by synergy or anything. So yeah, but up next we have Juggernaut, man. Let's move on. Tangent aside, there aren't too many places where you're gonna find, you know, bleed and Incinerate immunity. And if that happens, don't use Agent Venom there, right? So look at this. We used a special 1 and we're at a bar and a half of power. We're using a special 1, we're at another bar and a half of power, and that's because of the anti-venom synergy that I love so much, okay? Just we're chaining special 1s as if we're on like power reserve here. It's so potent, man. It's such a potent synergy. We'll go for one more here. That Vulture really ruined our day and took off a lot of our health. Unfortunately, is going to make it so we can't finish the entire lane. We're going to come 1 fight short, but we're going to go for Hulk. Finish strong here, okay? Look at how they take, man. 2356. That's 5k damage over time per second, man. Just from the 1 debuff feat. Dude. Oh my god. Crazy stuff. And we're going to finish it off right here. Boom. So that was a lane, right? Up next, we're going to fight one of the hardest bosses in all of Act 6 with Agent Venom. And we're going to do it very fast. Very, very fast. Now, one thing here is that this node, you know, this lane has a hurt locker left up, okay? That means that if I use the same special attack twice in a row, unless I land a heavy attack, I'm going to take a big burst of like 50% of my health off. Look at Mordo's health, guys. Look at his health. He's already pretty much down to half health. And we're like 20 seconds into the fight. So now we're going for the special one again. Hurt Locker, Delayed Blast. I figured, that's okay. Down to 37% health. We have 5 Do Not Go Gentle charges. Gonna push him to a special 2. All right, here we go. Let's get rid of these things. Ready? Intercept. 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 Oh, baby. Special 1. But now we got 2 of those things. Morto's dead, but so are we. But that's the node. That's what you do here. You're going with another champ. He's at 1% health, and you tap him. That was an absolutely insane Morto kill, man. Absolutely crazy. Like, I can't believe how efficient he's doing this stuff. Now, since we're here, right, let's take a look at, like, I went through the paths with Agent Venom too, just because, like, how fast he was going. So it was so, like, fun and exciting, man. Like, check this out. This is the Diablo at the beginning of the path, okay? And, like, one special one, and he's just, I'm killing them so fast, I didn't have, like, a chance to get rid of the Do Not Go Gentle charges because from one special one, he was just dead. I didn't have a chance to get rid of the charges before taking the burst. You know, really crazy stuff. I'll show you a couple more fights on this lane. There is a Venom pool here, and then there's like a Sentry I'll show you, or something like that. I don't know. The fights are so fast. Why not, man? Let's include more fights. Let's just throw them all in here, okay? So this Venom pool, he starts with an Incinerate on you. Like, that takes off 100% of your health over 60 seconds, but we actually shrugged it off, and we gained power from it. How about this, man? One special one. And this guy is down to, of course, 1% health, but that's okay, because we'll just punch him and take the Do Not Go Gentle damage. Great, right? Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Let's check out the rest of the lane here. We skipped a couple Bleed Immune. There's like a Luke Cage and a Bleed Immune Black Panther. But regardless, man, this Sentry, right, we have class advantage now, so that's always going to be a great thing. Going for a heavy attack to try and control Do Not Go Gentle a little bit. You know, one thing that I've noticed here as well is that, like, his crits aren't too bad. So we're critting, like, you know, 6k mediums and 10k heavy attacks and 4k light attacks. And on top of all of that, man, we're putting the Incinerate and the Bleed on top of that pretty decent crit damage. You know, on his own, he has, like, you know, semi-decent damage, but it's, like, not really enough to, like, really justify using him or ranking him up. But when you combine that with all of the damage over time, it's actually, like, pretty decent, man. You know, pretty, like, I mean, it's not pretty decent. It's absolutely incredible. It's incredible damage. You know, it takes, like, at least 3 champs on the team. It takes Agent Venom, Kraven, and Scorpion to do that. You know, Anti-Venom didn't do much here for us. Symbiote Supreme extended the bleeds a tiny bit here, you know? But at the end of the day, this is kind of like 3-person team to do, like, the majority of what you're seeing here, which is just nuts, you know? So if you end up finding yourself with Kraven and you happen to like Kraven, I feel like most people like Scorpion. Haven't really seen anything bad said about that guy. And you get Scorpion and you like Scorpion and you have an Agent Venom, I can't think of too many reasons not to rank that guy up if you rank the other 2 up. I will be, you know? Definitely going to be ranking Scorpion if I get him. Kraven, I think he's kind of cool. I might rank him up, but just what they do for Agent Venom is nuts to me, man. So we're going to jump to 7.2. Go for this Nova boss here. This is Nova, guys. 550,000 health, supercharged, aggressive. He gains Furies when you hit him. Nova. 550,000 health in Nova. One of the most annoying defenders in the entire game. Let's see how Agent freaking Venom does here. Spoiler alert, he does pretty decent, or else it wouldn't be in the video. I would have cut it. Pro tip. If it's in the video, it's probably going to be decent. So, he's at a special 2. Gonna have to go ahead and dex that bad boy. We ate a medium attack, but maybe I did that on purpose because look at our health. We stayed put at 69% health there for a second, which is just absolutely nice. Okay, so here we're gonna go ahead and bait out another special 2 from Nova, but look at his health, man. He is just draining like it's absolutely freaking nothing. That little degen he get is from the node. Doesn't even matter. Block proficiency is decreased, by the way, with an Incinerate on the defender, so the special 1 just nuked him into the block. Just nuts, man. Just like nuts. So I've showed you like normal path defenders getting just destroyed by one special one. Winter Soldier, Nova, Mordo, these bosses with 550,000 health taking about like 60 seconds to go down. What about like Labyrinth, 1.5 million health? 1.5 million health here. Now you guys know if you watch my Ultimate Showcase videos, usually I get bored with Labyrinth and I either quit out halfway through or I end the video halfway through. We're 2 combos and a special one in, and Red Hulk is down below 90% health. So we're not going to be doing that this time. We're going to be watching it this time because the damage is nuts, guys. It's nuts damage. It's nuts. And I know I realized that like Black Cat just came out like 2 weeks ago, and like she's really good in Labyrinth because of the way her defensive ability accuracy works. She pretty much stops the Labyrinth evade on every hit, and she pretty much cheeses Labyrinth, which is really, really crazy. But you can't do that everywhere. You know, Agent Venom can do this pretty much everywhere, you know. But I'm not saying Black Cat is bad, she's great, but she definitely excels in Labyrinth for sure. She kind of cheeses it in a way, which is kind of crazy. But, I mean, look at this, man. We're 65 hits in, and keep in mind, I said the special one has 69,420 hits, but in all seriousness, it has about like 7 or 8 hits for real. We can actually count it here just so we can actually see. So we're going for it at 85 hits, okay? And that's literally 8 hits on the special one, and we're spamming them pretty much back to back to back. So that's like a really large increase to the hit counter, right? So that's why I always say you can't really go by damage per hit on these champions. You know, if it's like a really low damage per hit, then that's definitely like, you know, something to point out. You know, like Hercules would get through Winter Soldier in like 33 hits, and he has like normal amount of hits and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's definitely something impressive to point out. But for here, for example, when we're doing like 8 hits onto our combo meter every 15 seconds, not even, it's gonna say like, okay, 150 hits on Red Hulk, that's decent, right? But when you say, hey man, less than 2 minutes versus Red Hulk, that's really, really good, you know? Just a little tangent there when it comes to damage per second, damage per hit. Really good stuff. That's the important part, right? So up next, we're going to be looking at this. This is actually the lane that happened before that Nova boss, okay? Mixmaster, light him up, Counter-Strike, and incinerate vulnerability, okay? So, basically, what's going to happen here is they're going to evade unless there's a shock or an incinerate on them, and also they get more damage if there is, okay? So, what I'm doing here first is actually I'm trying to get Claire to switch into poison mode. So I'm just going to try and eat a few combos first, just because that's what I got to do to get the incinerates. There we go. We're good to go. And now, one special one, and yeah. That's pretty much it. Which is kind of crazy. Definitely kind of crazy. So, nuts, man. So we're going to go ahead and, you know, heal up before this Heimdall. So we can actually like see how he does on this path, you know, for real, like this kind of thing. And here's the thing, man, you know, this isn't the last time we're going to see this type of node combo. There's incinerate vulnerability a few times in the game, you know, look at this. If there's bleed vulnerability, look at this, 2 combos in, special one, 400,000 health. I mean, like, it's decent. Oh, it's certainly decent. Without a doubt, is it decent? You know? So, it's just nuts, man. It's Agent Venom, dude. This is Agent Venom. This isn't like a new champ. This isn't a buff. He wasn't buffed, man. He wasn't buffed. This is just Agent Venom being Agent Venom with some new things in his kit. You know? Kraven gives him lots of bleeds. Scorpion gives him incinerates when he bleeds. Anti-Venom gives him power when he shrugs off debuffs. And Symbiote Supreme makes his bleeds from Kraven a little bit longer. Or if I was actually questing, I would bring along, you know, Spidey 2099 instead. Because that's just a pretty crazy freaking team, man. Pretty crazy team, honestly. Just crazy. And, you know, oh, also real quick, before I say what I was gonna say, Elsa is going to do damage to us when we put bleeds on her. So we're going to see if we can out-damage that. Spoiler alert, we can. Okay, so what I was going to say also is that, like, I feel like Kraven is almost like the odd man out here because, like, I feel like he's, you know, he was released bugged and there wasn't much hype for him. He has a weird playstyle. I do think he's good. I do think he's underrated. I do think he has his uses. But I can understand people looking at this team and being like, I'm not really going to use Kraven, especially when, like, Agent Venom kind of fills that niche now of, like, big bleed damage, which is what Kraven does. But at the same time, Kraven fills a particular niche as well of having pretty much 100% uptime on true accuracy. And I believe with Agent Venom, actually, I believe that also counters miss as well. So you're going to have a miss counter and a evade counter on the team with Kraven. You're going to have, if you bring Spidey 2099, someone who can't gain buffs, who can fight mystics like that. If you bring Symbiote Supreme, you're going to have an actual mystic. Okay. Anti-Venom is going to be immune to poison and incinerate. Agent Venom shrugs things off. Who am I missing? Scorpion is so much utility, immune to poison, shock, or rupture. He could do acid wash, pleasure to burn. He could do thunderstruck. This 5-person team, sub 6. If you swap back and forth between Symbiote Supreme and Spidey 2099, you know, Spidey can control the passive power as well. Obviously, I can't believe I didn't say that. So I do feel like overall, Spidey is obviously more useful in my opinion. And Spidey's best synergy is with Anti-Venom. It's just like this 5, and again, sub 6. If you bring in Symbiote Supreme instead, champion team is so powerful and so good, so powerful and good, man. We're going to look at Do You Bleed Paradox here in 7.3, okay? So, Paradox special, whenever these a special attack begin a Paradox, blah, 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 blah. Do You Bleed? We only do damage on bleeds. That's it. No, nothing else. So, Incinerates are useless here, okay? So this I may have done this lane. I know I made an Agent Venom video just with Kraven like a few months ago. I may have done this already. Don't remember. I did not watch the video or check into it before making this. Probably should have. Didn't do it. Oh well. Right? So, point is though, the bleed damage is pretty decent, right? And of course, with the Paradox, which seems to be a kind of questing variable type of thing that's going to stay in the future, that type of system, right? It's going to increase the bleed and debuff damage here, which is nice, you know? So on nodes that are going to increase bleed or incinerate damage, Agent Venom is going to be very, very good for that type of stuff, right? Now, for like this specifically, right, I probably want to have Agent Venom with Suicides off just because I'm only doing damage on bleeds, and Special 1 is where you get most of your bleeds from. Everything else here, I like him with the Suicides, just because they're usually dead in 1 or 2 specials. But here, the fights are lasting a little bit longer. You know, we're throwing more special attacks, more recoil damage, so it's just nicer to not have the recoil here at least. I don't want to switch the whole Mastery setup around, though. You guys know how it is. It takes forever, right? But, you know, one thing that's nice about the Paradox stuff is that as you're going along, right, you stay with it. So we went into this one with 5, okay? Now, every time we intercept here with a medium or a light attack, intercept their dash, we're going to lose a Paradox charge. So we're just kind of going ahead and not worrying about that too much. When we get to like 11, we're going to go ahead and intercept and get rid of them. But these guys, by the way, I don't know what happened here, by the way. I remember that happening and I was like, oh, okay. So these guys, by the way, have about 400,000 health and literally only the bleeds are doing damage. So keep that in mind here, okay? So that's a lot of bleed damage. It's pretty hefty bleed damage here, man. So no damage from basics, no damage from incinerates whatsoever. It's just the bleeds. And that's pretty much gonna do it here. Pretty solid stuff. Pretty freaking solid stuff. I think we have one more fight on this Do You Bleed against this Captain America Infinity War. Let's see what happens. Why not, right? We're starting with 11 here. So we're going to go ahead and intercept one time. Boom, there we go. Go down to 10. down to 9, and then we're going to use the special 1. It's going to bring us up to 10, and he's going to use his special attack. It's going to bring us up to 11. Push him to a special 2 first. There we go. Now we got to intercept. Boom. There we go. Our special 1. 4 bleeds. Look at how it ticks, man. He's just ticking down like there's no tomorrow. Done. Dead. Dusted. Flaked. Gone. Did I fight Doc Ock? Oh, I did. Let's do Doc Ock. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens against Doc Ock here. Why not, man? Going to that 28% health. Only bleed damage. 10 paradox, 9 paradox. He's melting. He's melting right here. 10 bleeds. Oh boy. Special 2. Let's dex it. And we got hit. We died. But that's okay. Because how about that freaking damage, man? I got one more lane to show you. And I do believe that I did this lane with just Kraven and Agent Venom in that video. Now we're back. And we've got Scorpion and Anti-Venom. And it's going to be a lot better. So this lane, it really feels like it was made for Agent Venom with this team, man. Like, just crazy. Energy Adoption Fire, 50% chance to get a debuff on us every time we hit the defender. That we will have a 70% chance to purify naturally. Shake It Off. Skill attackers purify 1 debuff when they dash backwards. Poison. Inflict poison every 7 seconds, which we have a 70% chance to shrug off. If we don't, we just dash back. And to top it all off, man, bleed freaking vulnerability. Oh my god. Let's see what happens here. I wonder if he's going to be good on this lane. It's not like he's good on for every single node present. So with Anti-Venom, man, keep in mind, we're going to be gaining 10% of our power every time we purify debuff. Now, also, he's going to be regenerating 1% of his health every second because there's an Incinerate debuff on him. But that's okay, man. That's honestly not that big a deal because we're doing so much damage that we're clearly out-damaging it by a lot. By a lot. Pretty decent stuff, man. Like, definitely pretty decent stuff. Up next, Invisible Freaking Woman, man. I believe Marcus Pack uploaded a Labyrinth of Legends. No. Abyss of Legends Invisible Woman solo with Agent Venom. So go give that a lookie if you want to see it. You know, I showed you some Labyrinth stuff, but that's Abyss stuff. It's a little bit higher up there on the scale, you know, in regards to difficulty and whatnot. So the fact that Agent Venom is out here soloing Abyss fights is pretty nuts, man. It's Agent freaking Venom, by the way. Just want to remind everybody that this is Agent Venom. This is the Agent Venom that's on your account right now who kind of sucks. Well, now he doesn't suck as much. I doubt you have Scorpion. Maybe you have Kraven. He's just entering the 6-star featured pool. He entered the 5-star featured like 2.5 months ago. Maybe you pulled Kraven today. Maybe you want to grind for 5-star Scorpion or save your 5-star shards for Scorpion. Maybe you're a big Venom fan, Agent Venom fan, and it's just, this is exciting. Who knows, man? Now, this Vulture, we've done this, right? We fought Vulture before. He's immune to Incinerate. It's not as fun, but we haven't watched a Special 3 yet. So what we're going to do here is we're going to watch a freaking Special 3 from Agent Venom, okay? We got the 20% bonus because we're just that good. We got out our arms from the back of us with our extra machine guns. And even without Incinerates, especially on bleed vulnerability, pretty decent stuff. Not as good as the other ones, right? But still pretty decent. Like, we're ticking for a lot of damage here. Also, that he won't regenerate because there's no Incinerate here, which is kind of nice. But yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and finish off this path, and that's going to be it for this video, man. So I felt like it was really important to showcase, like, multiple paths, like, going through the whole thing with Agent Venom. Like, these are like end game, like 6.4, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3 type lanes. You know, we had a 7.2 boss, 6.2 mortal boss, probably the hardest boss in Act 6. Like, I felt like it was like really important to like really showcase like a lot of stuff of him like really going through it, not just like the first fight on the path. Like, hey, look, he's like literally doing the lane, you know, fast and efficiently. This is an abomination, dude. And we're just shrugging off all the poisons. We're not even really dashing back to do it. We're like kind of letting the tenacity do it. The tenacity is really freaking strong, man. Like, really strong. Now, when it comes to Agent Venom, I don't know if this means he's like not gonna be getting a buff anytime in the future. I feel like he was prime candidate for a buff, man. You know, like, go back 6 months ago. Go back the day before Kraven was released. This guy was like prime candidate, needs a rework. Now, I don't know, man. I mean, like, it takes at least 2 champions to do this super well, preferably 3, you know, anti-venom throw in there. But I don't know, man. OG Black Panther is pretty good, but like full synergies before his buff. Maybe some of these end up in his base kit. I don't know. Who knows? It does require a lot of synergies, you know, so I can still see some merit to having this guy get a buff. But hey, man, that's not my job to figure out. If it happens, I'll make a video on it. All right, man. So Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket is the last fight on this path. Can we get through it? 16% health left. Yellow Jacket's down to 50% health. We're going for the special one. We got all of our debuffs, 5 of each. The special 2, we just have to dex it, but unfortunately we didn't. And then we died. But that's freaking okay, man, because it doesn't even matter. This was like 32 minutes of Agent Venom goodness, man. One thing I didn't even mention, his SIG ability at the beginning of the fight, and whenever Flash loses 50% of his max health, he temporarily loses control of the symbiote, increasing attack by 747. Whoop-de-doo. This effect is lost once he is struck 5 times. While under the rage, Flash also gains 110 critical damage rating. Whoop-de-doo. Not too important, man. Not too important here. It's really not, you know. It's not too important. Might save you like 2 to 3 hits, maybe a 5-hit combo. If your Agent Venom's unduped, I don't think it matters that much. But anyway, my dudes, that is it for this sensational synergy video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a big ol' like. Let me know what you think about Agent Venom fully synergized in the comment section below. And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future sensational synergy videos coming to you in the future. I'll be seeing you around.